What?
I know where this is gonna go.
You tarried in the mortal world for a good while, didn't you? Speak clearly.
Once again, I proved it to you, Jinshansu.
You chose a means to an end, not to a proof. You sow chaos in hearts just for the sake of winning. How absurd and pathetic.
If not for winning, why debate over means and ends?
Bro.
That stone monkey merely named himself a sage, yet this altar boy dared to found his own faith and proclaim himself Buddha. Your faith is firm and will unwavering. You resisted his lures. All those who were high and mighty found their minds lost and their faith stained. But was it truly because of their devotion to Yellowbrow? As you braved ice and snow, did the stench of shattered ego reach your nose?
There's always something to start a fight with. Man, that was intense. Greed? Yeah, bro, that was full on, Ralph. That was full on. That was beautiful. I really enjoyed that story. Yeah, that was great there. Just the greed, dude, was crazy. That was intense. Meow meow. Tell us my understanding. Well, I feel like I've experienced that before in my actual workplace, you know, like people would just, you know, some people. Translation. You know, oh. There we go. Tonight's live cast was good. This is fantastic. You know, like some people can't help themselves, man. Some people can't help themselves. They could have everything, and it just wouldn't be enough, and they would literally destroy their own lives. You know, like that guy. He was so greedy, man. They had everything provided to them, and his greed got the best of him. You've encountered this thing in real life work? I have too. I've seen people have fantastic jobs and then have their greed, you know, like they will have their full job, their wage, their working conditions, and the absolute everything, and then they'll go and steal something to sell it. They'll take things from the company and sell them. It's worth less than their wage. And they'll destroy their job. You know, the funny thing is, right, when you're trying to get your wants, and you're not considering your needs, right? You end up, once you get your wants, you just get more wants. And then it's yeah. Humanity understands the importance of sustainable development. Exactly. Happens in relationships as well. Yeah, for sure. Even the Buddha who came to the East was also the future Buddha. He was deliberately Yeah, he was. He was deliberately enticing them and inciting them by what he was doing. He was deliberately inciting them. Or she, it, whatever it was.
Not a soul can fathom his mind.
For
half a verse of the ultimate truth, Snow Mountain ascetic gave his life, so attained Buddhahood. Such is the sole way to rise above all and build a faith. If those with talents should proudly scorn the rules and do as they please, how then may all the realms enjoy peace and prosperity?
The animation not only means greed. Well, I mean, you know, I'm sure if I sat down and I analyzed it, I could probably think of something, but, you know, I feel like what I managed to pick up from that was pretty good.
The journey entailed an arduous road. The monk had his disciples, and the 18 Dharma Guardians, the 12 Zodiac deities, the 5 directional guides, and the 4 temporal overseers. Each boasts unique powers. Should your paths cross, strike up a connection.
Does it also illustrate the idea that human nature is inherently evil? No. No, I don't think it does. I don't think that emphasizes that human nature is inherently evil at all. I don't think it did at all. Here's what you had. Here's what you had. Here's what you had, right? You got a village that's starving and in poverty. A people that are in trouble. And then you have this being show up with seemingly infinite wealth and the power to heal everything and fix everything. And he gave the people a excessive amount of abundance that they were never used to begin with. Right? And so they got a taste of this thing. And then they might not have been inherently evil people, but the manipulation of them and showing them these things that they could have and create the desire of all these things, you know, it created an environment, and that it kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And then they snapped. That one guy totally snapped. The fact of the matter is, like, think about it like this. Some people will be inherently mean people. And some people will be inherently good people. It's just the way it's you can't have, like, let's just say we never had day. Well, you can't have night, can you? You wouldn't call it night. It just is. It just is. And so it's the balance that you end up having. Even if the first person to take the knife was controlled by Hung Mei, where did the knife come from?
Shanu of the North, the vanquisher of Yaoguais. The Jade Emperor once ordered him to purge the world of evil. The turtle and the snake were his generals back then. Alas, the snake general can no longer join the ranks, and Shanu is no more.
There's no such thing as a perfect person. All we do is enhance the good side of ourselves and inhibit the correction of mistakes. The good of evil human nature depends on the environment. Yeah. His collar was pulled ahead, finishing it. Yeah. Well, you think about it like this. Well, when a baby is born, they are blank. They are empty of everything. And then their environment shapes them. Shapes the language they learn, the concepts they take on board, all of these things. You know? Is a baby born inherently evil? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is a beautiful picture, by the way. It's not completely blank. After all, I eat milk when I'm hungry. Yeah, but we're not talking about your body's fundamental needs to function. We're talking about good and evil. We're talking about the nature of the person. People are complex and difficult to understand. Yellowbrow's claim is that greed is human instinct. I think babies are already greedy since the beginning. I don't think so. I think maybe you might be mixing up the body's need to survive versus the baby's concept of good and evil. Otherwise, you're saying that eating is evil and the need to eat is negative. Well, that can't be right, because if you don't eat, you're going to die. And a baby can't articulate its needs other than to scream and shout, because that's how it works. They just learn to control it? No, I don't think so. Anki, you seem to have forgot the NPC, the Pagoda Realm. Very Buddha. The game is quite deep. Okay, I need to go. Is human nature good or evil? This debate has been going on for 1,000 years. Whether the person is good or the person is bad as an adult depends on the environment which he or she grows up in. Let's go back to chapter to see the bridge. No, I have to end it. I have to end it, guys. It's nearly 1 a.m. in the morning. It's nearly 1 a.m. in the morning.